Well, here we are then. We are going to jump straight into this one. It is going to be our final best of 3 of the day. Welcome back from a short but sweet break as we enter the pistol round, and there's already been action unfolding. Artists, unfortunately, will fall for G2, and they're down to just 3. Barcoder will push in, get aggressive, but Pith is there waiting in his own little cage. Can't connect, though. Fadek takes him down. David P will get one of his own, but there is going to be the round. Maybe that's not what we expected. G2 just not able to succeed in defending on this pistol round, hypoc.
No, it looks like they got completely overwhelmed there. It was a very quickly concluded pistol round, actually, before the spike even went down. Now, let's see. I mean, not a full force from G2, but we did see a shorty pop up on the scoreboard just briefly there. Maybe going to look to try and make something happen to break this economy again, as we saw them do in the previous game, Dan.
We'll see what happens. It doesn't look like there's anything too special. Pith is going to be the first point of contact. Does have a camera. Will spot at least 3, 4 coming down. Can he get anything with the initial contact with this pistol? No, he can't. Barcoder denies that. And they're going to be straight onto this C site. And G2 are going to have to go for some sort of retake. David P again having the Marshal available. We've seen him force up with that Marshal quite often, but unfortunately just hasn't been able to find himself in a contact point to do any real damage with it. Both times the opposition team has gone to the opposition site, and he hasn't been able to get any real damage with the Marshal. But we did see him do some damage to the economy on the opposition side last time it happened. Maybe he can do more of the same here. But we see a Phantom in the hands of Crazy, and that certainly is going to offer a lot of potential spray down here for him if we see G2 push through Garage. But it looks like G2 don't want any of it. They're waiting, and they very much are just looking for exits and looking to damage the economy here.
Yeah, Mixwell going to force his way in here through Garage, but you see still lurking. Foda will find him with Phantom. Again, not too much of an issue. Pat actually going to lose his life as well inside Garage. David did save the Marshal though, so I guess he's gonna carry this one through with a little bit of money in the bank still.
And this is not a round 3 you're used to seeing. I mean, what, 3 Phantoms on one side, an op, an SMG, and then we've got a Marshal op and 3 rifles to work with as well. This is definitely not your typical round 3, and it very much is a make or break on both sides when you look at that economy. Okay, a little bit more to work with from Need More DM, but they will certainly want to pick up this 3rd round and try and bury G2's economy into the ground, and that's going to be the opener. Pith will fall, and unfortunately hasn't been able to have the same hold on this C site as we've seen previously from him.
No, it's unfortunate to lose one pretty much off the rip here, and you're going to see just, again, a really, really quick collapse onto C site here. Spike going to go down default. It is planted for long, and we know that there is an operator at the end of C long, so really difficult retake here for G2 if they decide to go for it. Looks like they're going to opt to save the weapons. Again, we did see their economy on the scoreboard, and this would have been them absolutely flat out broke if they lose this round and lose the weapons. Right now, it's like 4 of them going to peel back, try and save the weapons. Again, really difficult retake with nobody on the flank there to try and pressure the operator on C long. It just makes it so difficult. Again, most of the pressure has to come through that defensive spawn or Garage. And I think G2 making the right decision, honestly. Like I said, from an economy standpoint, this one would have been an absolute bust for them.
Considering the amount of aggression that we saw in the previous game from G2, I wonder whether Need More DM are recognizing that and just going for quick, fast executes onto the site to try and counteract any aggression that's available for G2. Trying to get rid of that confidence that we've seen oozing out of them for the entirety of this day. 3-0 lead and a little bit of damage done to G2's economy, but yeah, rifles saved, and they definitely will have stuff to work with going into this 4th round. But really, it's going to be a case of whether they can stop being that first pick, because just giving that player advantage to Need More DM has allowed them to flood their way onto sites too comfortably, if I'm completely honest. This Artist is going to try and take a early little peek here through double doors, see if he can catch anything with the op, but no one is going to be playing ball. But it looks like C site is going to be the target once again.
Yeah, and Pith, again, with the same setup. He does have Artist here with him right now, and Artist will find a pick with the operator, the headshot, the BZT. Our drone tag comes out. Not going to be able to convert anything off that just yet, but Pith does have that one-way cage set up. Recon Bolt comes in as well. That one gets destroyed immediately, so not going to get any tags on that, but the information should be there. They know that there's 2 on the backside because they've heard both weapons get shot. So you can see, though, Need More DM are still stacked with 3 on C long. Recon bolt sent out from Ardis shut down there, but straight away, oh my god, he followed up immediately on the recon getting destroyed, and he finds himself the 3rd on the round now with the operator. G2 absolutely stopping this C execute in its tracks in round 4.
Yeah, fair play to Need More DM. They found that there was somewhat of a little bit of a weakness at C site. They were able to push successfully onto it 3 rounds in a row, and then Ardis recognizing that, going for the aggressive peek at Garage just in case it was going to be the split push onto C, and then as soon as there was no information, instantly flanking round and watching C long. But a very, very polished round from G2. 3-1 now, and they're straight back into things, and Need More DM need to go back to the playbook and say, okay, well, we went to see a couple of rounds, it's worked, but now they found a way to counteract that, so potentially let's look at somewhere else on the map to try and hit.
Yeah, and again, keeping all 5 alive around it gives you such a cushion in terms of the way the economy works in Valorant. And again, obviously, Need More DM do have the round advantage, so they are going to be back on a full buy anyway, but just keeping 5 alive is so important sometimes in this game.
BZT seeing if anyone is going to be playing ball here on B side. Mixwell maybe catching wind of a couple of players looking towards Garage, so he rotates instantly to this C site, does hear the drone. Does he get tagged by it? Don't think he did, so he was seen but not tagged, so he doesn't have to worry about being sprayed through a wall. Mixwell will again move back round to the B site now, and you can see they are all very much within Garage, and if Mixwell even thinks about pushing, he's going to be met by many a rifle, but he still manages to find one. Crazy Deer goes down. It was a spray down through the wall, and that's a huge kill for Mixwell because it not only provides information, gives them the player advantage, or at least it did, until Foda replies with one of his own.
That was really unfortunate. Pat actually put the paranoia through Garage there. Did blind both of them, but Foda finds that one blind. Now you see Pith will get the pick onto Foda as he comes out of Garage. Barcode actually there to trade that one. So again, they're going to get control of C site. And I mean, they were fully committed there. Even after losing the first player, they're fully committed to this C execute here. BZT going to find Mixwell. David going to reply back. Now we're in a 2v2 situation. 1 player posted on long, 1 hiding behind default. Barcode's actually going to find David over the top of the box with a headshot. Ardis now in a 1v2 situation with the operator in hand. Let's see what you can do.
Manages to find the first, looks towards long, does have a little bit of utility to work with, even has his ultimate if he wanted to use it. He's just going to stick it for now, get it halfway at least, but now we're going to see OZT peek out, goes for the quick spin, but Ardis wise to it, and that's going to be the round. Perfectly played by him in a 1 versus 2 with the op as well. Never easy to do that. But that is a massive round for G2.
Big round for G2. Fantastic play from Ardis there. Again, BZT just trying to throw him off with a little blast pack jump to kind of make the peak a bit harder. But Ardis lands the shot when necessary. You clutch that one up with the defuse as well. Good stuff from Ardis.
Well, this is G2 starting to assert their dominance a little bit now. A couple of players on Need More DM without kills. That's not going to be good for your confidence. Hunter's Fury straight away popped. Can Ardis actually connect with anything? He actually tagged 2 players, I think there, or at least 1. And now he's going to use his utility to scout out middle, see if anyone's going to be pushing up there. But it looks like Garage is going to be the choice yet again for Need More DM. Just hovering around second mid right now. The Owl drone coming out to see if anyone was residing in the little garage, and they can push freely in here. Does seem like C, their favorable site.
Yeah. I mean, I can't help but think they're kind of just trying to force the issue here onto C. David's actually going to put his wall down, and that opening pick going to force Need More DM back into mid, looking like they're going to try and pressure something onto B. Owl drone coming out here. Showstopper does come out. It's going to find Ardis over in A-Link. Now we're going to see the collapse come into the site. Bladestorm does get popped by Mixwell, so potential for the retake here. If he can pop off and get 1, maybe 2. Pat does find Foda elsewhere. And that's going to be on the flank. Actually, we do have a player underneath lurking. Barcode lurking underneath the window. Completely unaware right now. Pat's actually going to spin on him and find him as well. So very much on the cards here for the retake. You go, BZT going to find one. David did find one on the way in, though. And there you go, Pat will find his third on the round. The defuse will come out from G2.
I mean, I like the attempt from Need More DM, especially considering their money wasn't great. They had a couple of Bulldogs to work with. Managed to force their way, shoehorn their way almost into Garage and then take that B site. But one thing that G2 are good at is retakes. They will wait. They don't just push in one by one and lose easy frags. Instead, they all group up together and they make sure they can pincer at the right time. And they're also very aware of the possible spots where people are going to be hiding. I mean, Need More DM having that one player under window just waiting. But G2 wise to it. And again, still 2 players without kills at Need More DM. They maybe need more DM to pick up a couple of more kills. I mean, we're assuming that this means deathmatch, right? But I guess there is no actual clear indication that it means deathmatch. It could mean something else. Who knows?
I'm with you on the assumption there, but you got to argue they've got to be getting more. Again, the first blood goes in the favor of G2, and oh no, David just punishing now. We're gonna find 2 for free. Crazy there. Finally trade now. Pat will clean up though with the final 2. Again, just David again in this aggressive position there. The cyber cage comes up. He pushes right up next to it, gets 2 kills for free. Pat's there to follow up. Just time and time again, we see David in these positions here, just punishing teams. The first 2 kills there, just... I mean, what do? You don't expect that, especially not from a Sage.
I mean, arguably, he could have had even more trigger discipline there.
He could have had 4. If he didn't let them walk through, yeah.
But I think there's always that fear, because even though the first player hasn't checked it, the amount of times the second player will still check it because they don't trust a teammate, or it's just natural you flick to see it. But David gets the first on the BZT, but there is going to be the res. As David tries to wallbang, see if he can catch anyone, but no luck today. G2 back in favor, 4-3 now in terms of rounds, but we've got money again on the side of Need More DM. Can BZT do anything with his op? Now he has been resurrected back to life. Hunter's Fury comes out, does tag this Cypher ever so slightly, but hasn't connected with the kill, but at least he's got the information as to where that Cypher may be. And for G2 now, it's just about holding. Mixwell will hold, and Artist comes from behind, gets the 2, gets the 3rd, and that is the perfect spray down and the perfect push and flank. Make it 4 easy pickings for G2. I think they've kind of sussed this push from Need More DM now. They know they're trying to focus this C site, and they're trying to just walk their way into Garage and then poke out onto C. But Artist saying, all right, well, I'm going to let you have Garage, wait for you to push site, and then I come behind.
I mean, and again, the one time you go towards A, David makes a play like that. You know, if you get your hand burned once, going for something different, maybe you just come back to what you know. But again, G2 now just seem to have a beat on exactly what Need More DM are trying to achieve here. And I mean, I can't help but say I'm worried for the defensive side of Need More DM. Actually, Pat going to get the information there through that. Artist does get the recon bolt tag. See the first one comes through. Actually, Crazy Deer and BZT going to trade them back over. But Mixwell still on site with the operator. Going to find a headshot to Foda there. Fantastic. Oh, my word. Finds both of them there. David cleaning up the final kill. G2 just looking so good right now on this defensive half.
Oh, Mixwell. He makes me tingle in places I probably shouldn't be tingling whilst watching a game of Valorant. But 6-3 now for G2. And they continue to dominate and show why they are such a powerhouse in this tournament. And not just in this tournament, but in the European Valorant scene in general. Maybe we are seeing a future of this 5. And maybe David could be the 5th they decide to pick up. I certainly don't think he looks out of place right now. Seems to be fitting in perfectly with the sheer amount of aggression that we see. Just holding down middle, holding the fort here, going for a little bit of a spray down and slowing window. Hunter's Fury again will be popped as David finds BZT getting a little bit aggressive down middle. And he says, all right, well, you show some aggression, I'll show it back. He gets the Sage on the opposition side. And he's having a field day here, David. He gets 3, and I think he wants more. He might look for a 4th here on second mid. He knows there is someone there, and he is just relentless with this push. Won't make it a 4th, but I think the damage has already been done this round.
I mean, how many more times are we going to talk about this? Again, David just sending it down mid, finds... Just somehow just finding 3. Like, first blood not even included in that. Just absolutely insane. And it's so consistent from him. Every time he's capitalizing on these aggressive positions.
Still doable here for Need More DM, but they're going to walk straight into Pat, but he's not able to get the kill. Mixwell is at least there to respond and make this a 2 versus 1, excuse me. Foda, the last remaining player on Need More DM, at least he does have the spike. He knows that the op is over towards A's site, but he has no idea where this Cypher is. And that's why he's so worried, and that's why he's checking every single angle right now. He's just going to slow walk onto A, and the timing is successful for him. He isn't going to be caught out, but maybe Mixwell has caught wind as to where this plant's going to be. Certainly he's going to hear the spike, and now the two of G2 can group up. Mixwell, very weak. I think he needs to wait for this Cypher. Doesn't want to get caught out and present a 1v1 opportunity here.
Actually, there's going to be a little bit of a jump spike cam potentially coming out. Mixwell's going to find it anyway. Let's say the jump spike cam was on the cards for Pith there, but Mixwell just going to pick it up regardless. That will be G2 getting the defuse. Another round going over to G2. 7-3 now in favor of G2 on defense. And I mean, again, they go over to A, they get in this time, but it costs them dearly. Foda left in a 1v2 situation. There's not an awful lot you can do there. Again, it's unfortunate because Mixwell is low HP, but again, you can't be peeking this man. The way he's playing right now, and again, he's known for this operator play on Jet. The way he's playing, he's just absolutely punishing them.
I mean, we can dream of a Mixwell versus Wardell op-off on the day where North America can face up against Europe, and maybe we get to lands, but there's the early frags yet again for Mixwell and Ardis. Mixwell gets a second onto Crazy Deer. Make that 3. They're just walking in one after one. Ardis comes in to clean up. It's just easy pickings for Mixwell at this point. 8-3 now to G2 as we go into the last round of the half. And 8 in a row. We had a little bit of a blip, you could say, as Need More DM took the pistol and the next 2 following, but then G2 have started to show up and show why they're so good at this map. Need More DM, of course, are going to force up with what they can in this round, but it's not looking good for them.
I mean, there's an aim lab joke to make in here somewhere, right? I don't know if we can make it again enough times, but again, Pith for playing C site, he's only 1-6 right now, but again, the way that David, Mixwell, and Ardis are playing, you're going to struggle to put anything on the board, to be fair to them. Pat actually going to TP. Oh, okay. He TP's all the way into the attacker spawn here. Tig going to find it eventually, but the damage is already done now. They're on the back foot, and the aggression's coming out from G2 again. David going to find him. Foda stuck in garage. I mean, what do you do now, Dan?
I mean, Justin Timberlake said it best, the damage is done, so you better be leaving, and it's going to be 9-3 after this half. Foda is the last remaining player, tries to do something with his Hunter's Fury. As I say that, actually, the Brimstone was there as well, excuse me, but it doesn't matter. As soon as I say he's still up, Ardis eliminates him off the server, 9-3. And, well, if G2 win this pistol, you have to feel like this is going to be another absolute slapping that they're providing to the opposition team. But there's still hope, yeah, for Need More DM. Maybe they are more of a defensive-heavy squad. There are a lot of teams that are going to be more comfortable when defending on this game in general. But certainly they will need the pistol here to give them a little bit of confidence.
I mean, yeah, this is just an absolute masterclass we've seen on Haven from G2, and again, there's not an awful lot you can do once you're forced back this far. Like, Need More DM are playing out their spawn most rounds on attack. It's just there's so few things you can do to counteract this other than executing quickly onto sites. And again, it worked for them the first few times. But since then, just haven't seen anything. Mixwell is going to take a big tag off the shock dart there, and Barcode actually going to find David with that one way coming out. Actually from Mixwell, so unfortunately backfiring on BZT will find Pat as well. So man advantage very much in favor of Need More DM right now. Pith is low HP, the Sage has gone down, so that's definitely a factor here in the 3v5 situation.
Ardis gets the information there's only one player on C, but the grenade comes through from Raze, the rotation comes through, Foda takes down Ardis, and now Pith is going to have to do some big things here with the Classic, but it's not going to work out. BZT again getting another one to make it 3. And that's the perfect start to the second half for Need More DM. And I think we have to talk about that smoke that was thrown from Mixwell. Yes, it's a good one-way if you are looking from second mid, but as soon as his teammate had pushed up the double doors, it almost went against him because The player in Garage was able to crouch underneath it.
Yeah, I mean, David lost his life turning around to heal Mixwell, so it's an unfortunate series of events, maybe just a bit of poor timing there, but...
The life of a Sage. David probably saying, like, guys, why am I playing Sage at this point?
Why am I the one at double doors? Why am I the one furthest pushed up? No, I'm joking, but BZT getting David immediately off the rip in this round. And again, this is much like the previous game. This is a must-win round for Need More DM if they want to put a couple more on the board and try and hedge a comeback here on defense. Again, Shorty in the hand and Mixwell. He's going to come through that. Paint shell actually going to come all the way through. Going to do a lot of damage to Mixwell. Actually, the last explosion going to catch him there. Unfortunately, it's still the most tilting way to die in Valorant. I'm sorry. There's no more frustrating way to die than that.
Dying to raise in general. I mean, the showstopper as well is always going to be a struggle. Pat tried to get the weapon there after getting the kill, but wasn't able to get away with his life. It's just going to be the one remaining player. It's going to be Ardis. Spike has gone down. He's seen one. And he's got the trigger discipline. He's got the info here, and he should be able to at least find one of these kills, but he is waiting. He's being so patient. One player to his left, one to his right, but he's been able to let him escape. He just desperately needs to get one of these guns. There's going to be the first. Gets a weapon to work with, and now he's got the Spike. Can he find the second? Yes, he already had that information. No way he's going to do this. Surely not. Incredible trigger discipline just to get those initial two, but now he doesn't have the info of the remaining two players. Yep, A site is going to be there. It's going to be available. The Spike goes down. I mean, this is winnable. 76 HP isn't the best of totals, but it's something to work with. Whereas the two on Need More DM need to just push together here to ensure that they can win this round. They don't want to be caught out 1v1, nice. And BZT gets the spray down through the box. But credit to Ardis. He's made something of that round.
It looks scary for a second there, especially when he gets the Spectre in hand. And again, free control of A site. And again, I think Need More DM making the right decision. Stack two up. Just go for the trade. Don't risk anything. Again, gets shut down. He wasn't full HP, and I don't think he had armor either. So the odds were stacked against him. But the trigger discipline inside B site was something to see. That's for sure.
Well, now it's a buy round for G2. And this is where things are going to start to get a little bit sticky for Need More DM. If they can win this, then all right. There's still a chance they can get back into this game. And maybe the slapping that I was talking about from G2 isn't quite a slapping, but maybe just a mild spank. But G2 need to consider as to where they're going to be pushing. Because right now, things haven't really gone their way on the attacking side. And it's more just been some end of round frags that is what's provided them with the kills. It does look like they're hedging their bets towards the A site right now. And what kind of execute do they have? Pat has, of course, dark cover available and can smoke out this site and maybe just get rid of the window. There is going to be info tried to be gained from the recon dart, and Barcode unfortunately can't get the spray down. His counterpart Cypher does the job. Foda is there with the spray down. Showstopper comes out. Doesn't find anything though. David P rips his face off mid-air, and Mixwell also takes down Foda. And now it's going to be a 3 versus 2. Spike's going to go down, and this retake is not going to be easy. Out of the window, no siree. Crazy Deer falls to Pat, and Tiger goes down as well. Unreal.
That was actually insane. BZT was literally flying through off the blast pack jump. And David P just absolutely doinks him out of the sky before he could even get the showstopper off. And again, I think he would have picked up at least 2 off that because David P was stacked up with somebody as well. That is a crucial kill from David.
Doinks him. I like that. Almost paying homage to Doink the Clown, a great wrestler, and it was a showstopper that he stopped as well, which is also a wrestling move.
There you actually got the reference.
We've got a lot of wrestling references in. Golden Boy would be very proud as Pat finds Crazy Deer trying to get aggressive down long. It's not going to work out. He fell, and that's going to be now just 3 members of Need More DM, and this is where G2 just really start to tear a team apart. As soon as they damage that economy and they force them out of their shell a little bit, they are just able to run through them. David P doesn't get spotted here, and it should be an easy spray down on both. He doesn't get the second. Foda, at least with the Sheriff, has done a little bit of damage and gives them somewhat amount of hope in this round. But you have to imagine that this is going to be 11-5 to G2, surely.
I mean, it's got to be. Mixwell actually repositioning up on top there. Foda actually going to find the flank. He pushed through Mixwell's Cloud Burst, but again, whether or not they can get anything else on the round, Ardis going to find Foda. Pushing through to the defensive spawn. Now Tig on site. Can't even land that one. Artist going to turn around, land the headshot. As you said, 11-5 on the board.
He had have landed that headshot and got that kill. That was potentially winnable. No one else could be seen on the side of G2. They were already scouting the rest, looking for those frags, throwing up that disrespect as they have been throughout the entire of this tournament, to be honest. Just a lack of respect for the other teams. I mean, no, not of course, but I'm just judging that on how they're playing, how aggressive they've been. But I think that's just G2 in general, and maybe just European Valorant in general. We see so much more aggression coming out of defensive sides, especially on the likes of a Sage, and that's what David P has had to offer here, because you nailed it on the head, really, when we were mid-games. Like, Sage just offers so much than just healing, as Mixwell gets the first onto Crazy, the second onto Tig as well, and it means that G2 can push up onto this site. David P takes down the trade onto BZT, and just 2 remaining players on Need More DM, and they are not going to be able to have a comfortable push onto this site, but Foda gets the spray down onto Pat, so at least that's the first member of this Gladiator trail defeated. Can they get the second? There's a little bit of a spray down, but Artist is going to have plenty of utility just to keep them back here. Even though with the res onto Mixwell, Foda still trying to challenge everything that's possible in front of him. Does have Hunter's Fury, but doesn't connect with anything just yet. And the round should slowly but surely come to a close, which it does. Pith gets the last 12-5 now to G2. 1 round away from going 1-0 up in this best of 3.
Yeah, I mean, G2 have just looked so good at punishing. Again, the two real things I've been impressed by, you know, these defensive executes, where, you know, they'll just opt to push out of one site. And again, you know, you've got to give credit to a lot of the David plays that we've seen. Again, his ability to go and take a random 1v1 somewhere on the map and have the self-sustain ability to kind of back out and stay alive. Always playing with that man advantage is so huge in Valorant. You actually see a very quick execute coming on towards A here. Foda actually going to find David initially. Mixwell will get barcode. They are going to get control of sight. And actually, Pat has made it all the way up into heaven. He's going to put some... Okay. I was going to say, he's going to put some pressure down, but Foda's just going to fall immediately. 24 HP on Pat here. You see the spray coming through. Shrouded Step's going to come through, but Pith is already there to punish Crazy Deer. Oh, no. And again, just... Oh... It's so clinical here. It's like organized chaos, Dan. You can't counter this when a team is playing this aggressively, especially post-plant. They're out, they're hunting, they're pushing defensive spawn.